guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. If you are not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. My name is Fisayo Patrick, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to overcome your fear of self-promotion. If you have a fear of self-promotion, trust me, there is nothing wrong with you. There are tens of thousands of people who also have the fear of marketing themselves. In fact, studies have shown that a substantial portion of the population suffer from self-promotion and self-marketing. This fear may be caused by so many factors, right? So for example, it could be that you have a fear of public speaking. It could be that you have social anxiety, or it could be as simple as the fact that you are an introvert. But even us extroverts also suffer from fear of self-promotion. See, you can be the most outgoing person in the world. You can be the most outspoken person on the internet and still be gripped by fear. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to market yourself despite your fears. We're going to be looking at a few strategies that will make self-promotion or marketing yourself enjoyable and much more easier for you. So step one is to discover your unique marketing voice. So identify and develop a distinct and authentic way of presenting yourself, presenting your brand, presenting the things that you do to your audience. The way I would do this is to look inward and try to understand what my personal core values are. So for example, if I'm an introvert and my personal core values are integrity and self-development, and my strengths are listening, empathy, and let's say deep thinking, my marketing voice will most likely be calm. I'll most likely have this quiet confidence and this authenticity around me, and maybe a little bit of thoughtfulness, right? I'll then communicate this consistently and genuinely across all my marketing channels to create a strong and a memorable presence. So another thing you can do is you can also take inspiration from other people's styles, right? So listen to sales conversations, look at other people's marketing styles, marketing techniques. If someone is trying to market a product or sell themselves to you, take a look at how they are doing it. Take a look at the stories they are telling. Take a look at the angles they are coming from. Then take inspiration from them and use it for yourself. So don't just copy their style. Take inspiration from their style and use it the next time you have to market yourself. So doing this will help you stand out. It will help you connect with your target audience, and it will help you build trust and loyalty. Step two, identify the triggers. So you need to discover actually the root cause of your fear. Like I said before, is it fear of public speaking or is it social anxiety? It could be that maybe you were laughed at as a kid and you're still suffering from the emotional trauma. It could be that. I've actually spoken with someone who had that trauma while they were growing up, and it stuck with them for life. And that's the thing. Childhood traumas have a way of sticking with us for life, and they have a way of dictating our actions as adults. Or is it fear of rejection? I remember that I used to have this horrible fear of rejection. I used to work in marketing, and working in marketing even made it worse because you would get a lot of rejections, you would get a lot of no's, and you had to deal with it. You had to make money for the company you work for, but you still have to, after getting rejected, you still have to go out to speak to more people. So I knew that this skill was something that I needed for life. I knew that I needed marketing skills. I knew that I needed to develop the capacity to handle rejection. And so I set out to, learn everything I can in order to do it. So if it's fear of rejection and you've discovered that that is what it is, then you need to deal with it. Now, another trigger could be self-doubt. So you might not be able to promote yourself or market what you do because you're suffering from self-doubt, and I've been there. So the solution to that is, again, find out the root cause of your doubt. It could be that you are not very convinced about your knowledge, the knowledge of what you are selling, the knowledge of what you're talking about. The best thing to do concerning that is to fill up the knowledge gaps that you have. If you need to study more, if you need to read more, if you need to, not market yourself first, just focus on gaining the knowledge of the industry that you are in. Whatever it is that you need to do, figure it out, deal with it, and move on. So recognize and acknowledge your feelings without any judgment. This self-awareness is the first step to dealing with your fear of self-promotion. Number three is to pay attention to sales conversations. I mentioned this in the second point. Imagine how embarrassing it would be, right, to get into a sales page or a marketing conversation with a prospect and then fall short because you have run out of ideas, or because you simply don't know how to rephrase questions for clarity, or you don't know how to answer the prospect's questions in a good way. Focus on sales conversations, focus on sales discussions, and not sales discussions alone. Focus on any kind of conversation. What I usually do is I like to watch a lot of TV talk shows, right? So that could be what you need. It's best to start watching sales conversation online, watch those conversations on TV, develop yourselves with those things. Learn how to bring your unique perspectives into conversations, learn how to break down whatever you're talking about into bite sizes that people will understand. So joining conversations is a great exercise that will help you develop your networking and conversation skills. Step four, focus on helping others. So helping is also marketing. Find ways you can be of help to people without necessarily hoping or waiting to get something in return. This strategy has worked for me so well. Whenever I want to get on people's radar, all I just have to do is to help them. I've done a lot of free work. I've done a huge amount of free work, and I have gotten paid work from that. So look for ways of which you can help people, how you can help them solve problems, deal with issues without asking for anything in return. All the while, you're pointing them to your products and services, you're pointing them to the offerings that you have. I joined a webinar where someone promised to teach how to grow YouTube channels, right? And after the webinar was free, they gave us a few strategies on what we could do to grow our channels. And then the person upsold their cost to us. Now, the exception is that what the person thought that was free was a lot of were things that you could easily get on the internet, right? But that's just the exception. So a lot of people do that a lot. You see a lot of course creators, a lot of solopreneurs, right? People who offer a particular service. They offer a free webinar and they teach you something that you need to know, and they pitch their product or their service, their offering at the end of the day. So that way they have given you something for free, they've helped you solve a particular problem, and at the same time pointed you to their paid offerings. Step five, always be prepared. My recommendation is have a clear marketing message for yourself that you can always share with people at every opportunity you get. So if I want to craft a marketing message, I can say something like, I'll help you transform your brand's online presence with tailored strategies and engaging content. I can also elevate your social media game and help you connect authentically with your audience, right? So that's one marketing message for me and for someone in my industry. Of course, that will only work if you have figured out who your target audience is and you know the problems that they need solutions to. So carve out the marketing message, carve out the pitch, rehearse your pitches, presentations, or networking conversations in a safe environment. Get it stuck in your head. And when you've done that, get feedback from trusted friends, mentors to help you. Step six is to develop a marketing plan. Create a plan that will outline your goals, your strategies, your tactics. Then monitor and measure your progress, and then adjust them accordingly. And once you have done that, turn to social media. So establish a regular schedule for self-marketing activities such as posting on social media, attending networking events, engaging with people on social media, engaging with people in real life. Leverage the tools and various social media platforms. So you have LinkedIn, you have Twitter, the rest, right? So build genuine relationships with people, offer value all the time. Once you, there's a technique that I learned, and it has to do with spreading the gospel. So the thing is, If you are somebody who constantly gives out value all the time, whether that is on social media, whether that is in person, with your friends, with your community, or with your work colleagues, if you constantly give out value, it will be easy for you to spread the gospel. So people will not say that it is only when she wants to talk the Bible that she will be talking like a better person, you get. So that's also the strategy you can use. So give out value all the time so that when you start chipping in your offerings, people would accept it. So use those social media platforms to share your achievements, share your insights in a pretty low pressure situation. Also, develop a strong personal brand online. That is very important. Develop a strong personal brand, have a strong brand story, and it makes it easy to just share whatever it is you want to share. Last but not the least is to educate yourself. Learn everything, devour everything that you can lay your hands on concerning self-promotion tactics. So read books, take courses, attend trainings, attend networking events, be social on social media. Persistence is key to building confidence, right? So stay persistent, keep promoting yourself despite any setback or any feedback, right? That is all I have on this topic. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's helpful to you. If you've not subscribed to this channel, hit the subscribe button. You can also follow me on Instagram at Fisayo1. And I have a podcast called Realities of a Nigerian Creative. If you are a Nigerian, a young Nigerian, old Nigerian, and you are a creative, you're in the creative industry, that podcast is all that you need to survive, right? Occasionally, I bring guests on board and we share ideas, talk about challenges, talk about how we solve problems. And yeah, it's everything you need to soar as a Nigerian creative. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video.